why I wanted to talk about it.
Yep.
All right.
How dare you be ethical?
I know it's with everything going on right now with the hate raids starting up again, and this time it's specifically targeting mini painters. I'm enraged.
Yeah.
They doxed one of the partnered streamers, mini painting streamers, a couple days ago. They doxed him on YouTube, and it took an hour and a half to get the video taken down.
Explain doxing to me.
Had his personal information put
Yeah.
out on the internet, like
Yep.
his address, where his job is, where he paints from.
As the resident YouTuber here, I do not claim that.
Whoa!
Jesus
Alright.
Christ.
Wow.
Yeah, it's been a whole thing, and I got hit with like 2,000 bots just a couple of days ago.
Mm-hmm.
So
All right, y'all. Let's get this going.
that is wrong color light, Panda. You look like Gondor is calling for aid. Let me turn this shit back down.
It's not a
That's
not a
the
bad
only-
look. God calls for aid, we shall answer.
Oh shit!
Look, I am the whitest of the white. My husband will tell you I glow, literally glow in the dark. It can be pitch black. He can find me. My legs glow in the dark.
And
I
that's
can't
what
wear
I'm
shorts in
starting
the
the
summer.
recording with that statement right there.
I
There
glow
we
in the
go.
dark.
Welcome to it, fam.
Alright.
Anyway,
Oh.
also I just need everybody to know that on the overlay right now, Cade's picture just says missing in huge letters.
Ooh.
That is
That's
good.
terrifying.
Love
Oh,
that.
Don't like
God.
that.
Is it wrong?
No,
good.
but I don't like it.
Not even a little bit.
I have to plot with them even more.
Mhm.
All right. Good to go?
I'm good.
Ready?
I'm the good child. Just remember that.
Sure you are. Welcome back to Fairwick, where we last left off. Our little troop went to church. Kinda. Following a vision. And following on certain leads and seeing a familiar vehicle, they promptly went to Kate's house, where they realized that, well, the apartment was occupied, just not by Cade. Two of the visiting priests were there, but there was no Cade to be found. Thankfully, it seemed that those two had nothing to do with the disappearance, and that your friend may have already been long gone before their own arrival, which may or may not be a good thing. Only time will tell for that. With that information, and needed to figure out where to go and what to process here. All of you went back in your respective vehicle and are heading where exactly?
Great question.
Mhm.
We're heading to Cade's
Yeah,
folks,
we're all
yeah?
traveling in my car, and we're headed for Cade's parents' house.
Yeah.
Perfect. Going to Gabe's parents' house. Some of you already went there before, so it's not a place that you've went many times, but at least once, so you know where they reside.
Mm-hmm.
Their car appears to be in the driveway, and there is light, or at least sign of life, within the house.
I mean, they know me. Do you want me to at least just go up and ask?
Yeah.
I feel like that might be best.
Yep.
Just start there.
Tiffany will get out of the car and take a couple of really, really deep breaths to calm herself down, and she'll just go up and knock on the door.
takes a moment, but eventually, Kate's mom answered the door. What can I do for you?
Hi, Mrs. Douglas. I don't know if you remember me. I'm Cade's friend, Tiffany.
Yeah.
She's not home, and we were gonna hang out today. I figured I'd drop by over here and see if she was here. I don't have y'all's number. I apologize.
No, she's not here.
Okay. When was the last time you saw her?
Sorry, like yesterday, real quick. She was saying that she had to head out real quick out of state.
Oh, well, she didn't call me. We had plans this afternoon. Okay. Well, if you hear from her, will you let her know to give me a call so we can figure out to reschedule?
Uh, certainly. I'll just need your number. Which
Yeah,
can you spell it?
I'll give her Percy's number, and I'll give her my mom's number just in case I'm at home.
Like, it takes a moment, like grab pen and paper.
Yeah, I'm usually either at one of those two numbers.
All right. And I don't reach you. I'm assuming Opal is an answering machine or some sort.
Yeah, well, I mean, one of them won't have an answering machine, but Cade will. Cade knows both numbers. So if you hear from them, just let them know to give me a call, please.
All right.
Awesome. Well, I appreciate it. Thank you.
She's not in trouble, is she?
No, I don't think so. Like I said, we were gonna hang out today, and she just wasn't at her apartment, so I figured I would come over here because she had said she was gonna see y'all sometime this weekend anyway. So I figured I'd just drop by.
Okay.
All right, well, thank you. And she'll turn around and head back for the car, just like kind of wide eyed, like oh shit at the everybody in the car.
While Cade, while I'm mixing up my characters. While Tiff is talking,
Oh, the character.
can I look over at Lakeisha and say, "Hey, just checking because nothing came across any of my memory. Religious zealots hunting down demons. Company ever figure out anything about that? Ever heard anything about that at all?"
Well, pretty much anything you've probably heard about demon hunters in the past, and a little embellishment besides, because Hollywood, let's be honest. But yeah, I don't know that the company knows about these guys specifically, but I can definitely put the feelings out.
Might be worth it. They're in town. Maybe they won't be too happy about a rival group. Then again, they let us do our thing. All right.
Mhm.
Thank you. I'll just wave at Tiff as she comes in.
And keep her as we are waiting in the
Mhm.
vehicle.
Yep.
Just a peripheral glance. Anything else noticeable about the house?
Roll me investigate mystery, I guess.
Sure.
Because I mean, the only like general like roll would be a sharp roll regardless. So.
Okay, that's got 7 on the dice plus sharp. That's an 8.
8. You take a look around. You don't see anything that you would consider out of the ordinary.
Nothing raccoon size, just for example.
I mean, nothing.
Yeah, how many raccoons, Frank?
I mean, there are people that are bigger than raccoons, right? But no, nothing like beside your friends and neighbors and all. Seem that this is quite a
And no neighbors that are kind of peeking or looking, watching us right now.
like there's a neighbor like on the side, like bringing groceries, but
nothing out of the ordinary.
It doesn't seem to be. Nothing strikes you as like odd or like suspicious by any means.
Fair enough.
Right. So when Tiff gets in, just immediately kind of give her a look like anything.
She was here yesterday and said she had to go out of state and grab some stuff and left.
Out of
Why would
Yeah,
she not tell us?
I don't
Yeah.
know. I have no idea. I mean, I just told her mom that she and I were going to get together today, and when she wasn't home, I just drove over here because she had mentioned going by her folks' house. Like I tried to cover as best I could.
Look, I realize I don't have the best track record with Kate's friend, but should we entertain the idea of possession? I know it doesn't have their
No,
worst
I don't.
interest at heart, but
No, I don't think it would be that. No, I really don't think it would be that at all.
and why wouldn't they tell us?
That's the more disturbing thing to me.
Well,
Quite
I mean,
Exactly.
we saw those
honestly.
people, and they were really creepy, Dad.
Sure, but wouldn't I mean, at the very least, they could call Lakeisha. I mean, they know that Lakeisha's phone lines are not going to be tapped. Why wouldn't they tell us? I don't.
I mean, Lakeisha
I'm sorry. I know.
just got a new place, and there's some serious trust issues across the board right now. So
I know.
I'm more concerned that they didn't call me.
I'm concerned they didn't call anybody. I don't care who they called. I'm concerned
Well,
that it wasn't.
that's why I'm worried. Is I don't think it's possession. I think that that these people are after them.
Yeah, and
They want him. If he needed to get away, all he would do is leave her.
right.
You can't. That's probably part of the deal. If they're tied together, I'm sure it's not that simple for either of them.
Probably not, but I don't think that he would just full on possess her and make her run.
No, but
No, I don't believe that at all. You're right. If anything, they probably wanted to avoid us being caught in the crossfire, knowing them.
That's fair. And here's my concern: is we got two options. Either this is something they considered so dangerous they didn't want to involve us, in which case they need us, or two, they couldn't tell us for whatever reason, and that's also equally as scary.
Yeah, well, my issue now is they said out of state and they didn't say where. I mean, you can get to from here, you can get to like so many places. Jersey you could spit and hit. We're close enough to the border south, like
Yeah,
they could get to New York. They could get to like 4 different states in 3 hours from here.
But you can
Did they
only get so far with a
mention-
demon like that without somebody noticing.
Did they mention?
I mean, he does. It's
any
not
other
like he walks
family?
around with her.
Right. No, but did they mention any other family?
We shouldn't be
ever?
sitting in their driveway. We should probably go.
You're right.
You're
Let's
right.
go. Lakeisha
No,
had a
they
good
didn't
point.
mention anything. I know she has an aunt, but I don't know where her aunt stays.
That's something that I might be able to take care of. Keeper, is it possible for Lakeisha to tap into her agency resources to track down any other last known family, any other associates that
Yeah,
Cade
you could
may know?
probably make a call and be able to, they would be able to probably tap in government database and find some association, like in terms of like last known address or current known
Okay.
address.
All right.
But to look into it yourself, like unless you call somebody, you would probably need to go in the office for that.
I would probably try Mimi again because she's been dodgy lately, and honestly, in the back of Lakeisha's mind, she's worried about her too. This has been the longest that she's not heard back from her, at least a ping. So, is there, like, matter of fact, according to my professional background, when I deal with the agency, I better get a 10 plus, or else there's some consequences. So I'm willing to up the stakes a little bit, because this, after all, I feel like this is high stakes. This is a friend of ours that we're all very concerned.
That would be the best time to use that ability that you have there.
Right. Here we go. Come on. Ooh,
Now,
yeah.
if you did not roll well, remember that you have the ability to use some of your luck.
I surely do.
The keeper saying, if you didn't roll well, you better.
Yeah.
Fucking
So
better.
Keeper cues. It's a thing.
And
I
Frank takes a
got
swig of water instead of answering.
You know,
I
I remind you that you have some resources. That's what I do.
Yeah, yeah.
mm-hmm. Fair point. So right now I'm at 1 luck used.
Mm-hmm.
To get to 10, I
You only have
need
to use one
You
luck.
only need 1 luck.
Oh, just 1 luck?
Yeah.
One luck makes
Okay.
it an instant 12.
Fair enough. We're gonna go for it. Let's go. Because that was a 7 otherwise. So
Yeah.
luck. There we go.
All right. So you easily find a phone. I'm assuming you're currently no longer sitting in the driveway because that's just weird.
Yep.
Right.
I'm guessing we're probably headed back to Percy's just because it's a good gathering spot at
Yeah.
this point.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the best. So
From there, you are able. Who are you trying to reach exactly? Are you trying to reach Mimi directly?
yes. To
Okay.
start with. Yes.
You know like the number, like an extension and all that to reach her. What is usually like her little working space. It's one of her coworker that picks up the phone because it's a shared phone.
Got it. Yeah.
And you spoke with him. It's original. Mimi, yeah, she's right there. Do you want me to go get her for you?
Oh yeah, I'd appreciate it.
She seems
Thanks
to
so
she's
much.
working on something, but I'm sure that she won't mind.
Won't take 2 seconds.
Yeah. You're being put on hold. There's a lovely hold music being played. Eventually, like a moment after, she picks up the phone. Hello?
Hey, you.
Hey. Sorry, I've
So,
meant to get back to you. Just been like there's something the work has been asking me to work on, and it's
well,
been consuming night and days.
I was beginning to think you were treating me like a stranger.
Yeah. What day are we again?
Oh gosh. All right.
It's
Here's the
Sunday.
deal. It's Sunday. It's at least one more day that I haven't seen you. Put it that way. I'm counting the minutes till I can see you again. But I know you've got your stuff to do. I've been busy too. And matter of fact, I need a favor, love.
Uh,
I need to help track down um Kate. You remember the one that has a special friend?
yeah, I mean,
Mm,
this is
mhm.
not my specialty, but I can speak with people about information, trying to get something.
Well, it not necessarily about them per se, but more specifically, if you can track down any known family. We're already aware of a mother here in town, but just to double check the all the associates that she may currently have. They are um keeping to themselves lately, and I just want to check on them. I want to make sure uh, that
I mean, don't
there's
you know where?
nothing funny about anybody that they've got relationships and associations with. Do you
Okay.
think you could do that?
I mean, I can see if they have known associate or family nearby. I mean, we have like probably some information on the file already here. Uh,
Fantastic. Pretty
I'll
please.
I'll
Sugar on top.
I'll ask for a favor and see what I can if I can get you a file or some sort.
I owe you a back massage the next time I see you, I promise.
Hopefully I will be. Oh, yeah. Hopefully I will be off work. To, maybe not tonight. But I'll get back to you. Like I should have. I'll have somebody call you or call you when the file is ready. And you see like
Okay. All right.
you start like hear like beeping sound in the background.
Right.
And
And
she's
it's like Anderson is looking dead at you right now, isn't he? That nosy prick. I tell you, can't let you take a call without staring you down. Okay. All right. I want to let you go. But yeah, just page me or you can give me a call at this number, and she'll actually give if Percy gives me the nod, I'll give her Percy's number.
Yeah, sure, but it's real awkward. Like, you try and get his attention. It's clear you're trying to communicate, and he's like,
Yeah, I need a callback spot just in case I'm not at my place. Okay.
there ain't no way they ain't tapped my phone. Yeah, whatever.
Oh, yeah. Here we
"Okay,
go.
bro."
And then just and just give her Percy's
I'm
call.
just gonna do like reverse lookup with the last caller.
Yeah,
That didn't exist in the 80s.
it didn't. You're
It does
right.
now.
It does
Yeah.
now.
We invented it. Canon.
All right. So
This
yeah.
would be the group that
Agency
invents Star
exclusive.
69. I mean,
It's agency
Wow.
exclusive, yeah.
Oh my God, I can see the T-shirt already. That big phone, right? Hit the push button. Or a rotary.
Alright,
Even
and
worse, a rotary.
Eventually, you do, there's obviously like work and live sound that, yeah, she needs to go
Mhm,
before
mhm.
things go so horribly wrong. But you will eventually receive a call with possibly like a file to pick up with some information in it.
Got it. And I'll just turn to the others and say, well, I've at least got Mimi on the case, checking out what other relatives, associates that they may have. So we can go, we'll have to wait a little bit on that at least.
don't
It's
forget
not
to run
nothing.
back by the church. We got to get Bia's truck.
Yeah, let's do that.
Let's do that. Let's all regroup at my place and calm down and go over what we have. We'll figure things out from there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can
all right.
someone remind me, did we as a group check out any of the stuff that these guys were rifling through
Yes.
at Kate's place? We did that. Okay.
You quickly looked.
Yeah, we looked through the place before we left, but they were looking for her, not her stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm.
Understand.
I don't think you really took the time to proper like while you had to look, you had to look around, while they were there. So I don't think
Yeah,
you
and
had-
right before we left, we double checked to see if she grabbed any of the stuff that make it
Yeah.
look like she was leaving, and she
Yeah.
had grabbed stuff like her journal, her toothbrush.
Yeah.
She had
Sure.
taken the important stuff with her.
But to like a quick look, and you did not like really like check if there was anything really hidden that anywhere.
Yeah, we didn't. I don't know. Maybe it might be a good idea to go back and take one more look, if that makes sense. What do you guys think?
I think if anybody does, it should be you and Bia, because me and Tiff have already been there, and if we return, it's going to look real suspicious.
Fair
Just
enough. Besides, this arm has been dying to crack some heads for a while.
I don't think there's going to be any heads to crack there anymore, I'm afraid.
If there are, and I realize this is me saying this, so it should ring as really important, walk away. I know a little bit about religious zealotry, and I got a bad feeling about this. We don't want to engage with them unless we're prepared to do it, and all together, okay?
Against my better judgment. Fair enough.
Nothing's scarier than fighting against somebody who thinks when they die they go to a better place. That's all I'm saying.
Leave the floor in the living room area alone. Don't fuck with it. Just don't.
Of course. So,
I'll give
Tifa,
Tiff a little
yeah, I
look
think
at that, but
Oh yeah, no, I get it. I mean, I have eyes. I've observed when they've, drawn ritual circles. They've had to draw symbols while they're doing their thing. I get it. No touch.
thank you. Thank you.
So yeah, Keeper, I think that's the first move. We would double back to Kate's place, maybe take a more in-depth look. Myself and Via would go inside, if that's possible.
All right, perfect. Since all of you, I only have like one vehicle. I'm assuming you're all going as a group
I think we're
there.
all gonna go to the church at least
Sure,
and
get
We're
your
get
truck.
yeah. I think we're
Uh,
going to the church to drop them off at the truck, and then Percy's driving him and I home,
Yep.
Yep.
or driving us wherever he's driving us because he's got the keys. So
Yep. But home. I'm going home. That's clarified. I'm going home.
Yeah, perfect. Bia and Lakeisha, you know where Kate live. You've been there before. Uh, you see like the owner of the record store like just outside, like in the front door, just taking a quick break, enjoying a coffee, and just quickly waving you because he knows your face. As you pull behind to.
Fair enough.
Mhm.
Hey there, friend. Good to see you again.
Hey,
Hey, how you doing? We just we wanted to stop on by, make sure to pick up a couple things for Kate, if you don't mind.
uh, sure. I mean, is she not home?
Uh, as far as I know, they're taking a little bit of a jaunt, and just let us know. There's a couple of things that they want us to check on.
Man,
Other than that,
do you think they're gonna be away for like a long time? Because that's like
no,
part of my rent and shit. Do I need to like look for a new employee?
no, not at all. No, friend. It's listen,
She's pretty awesome.
of course, and reliable. You know this. They've been on point for you ever since they started working.
Yeah, they know like
There's
the
no
schedule
worry.
better than I do.
Correct. Yeah, no. There's no worry there. Uh, just want to go ahead and check out a few things for them, and we'll be out of your hair.
All right.
Otherwise, how have you been? What's been going on? You got a new haircut. Huh. All right.
Yeah, it just kept growing.
That's right. It was shorter before. Okay. Well, hey, listen, up and down. You're looking pretty good.
Thanks.
Yeah. All right.
Via's just gonna grab Lakeisha. We'll be out soon.
And thankful that that Bia pulls her away. She kind of, as they're walking, she kind of whispers to Bia, I try to be less abrasive these days. I mean, I've heard enough from Percy about having an attitude, but being direct is just so much easier. Huh.
Yeah. No, the less abrasive is appreciated. You just unfortunately, I would say you picked one of the town weirdos, but unfortunately, I think that we hold that title, so that's kind of glass houses. But
How
anyway,
about that?
you talk to him too long, he starts talking about the jet trails.
Ooh, okay. Good call then. Yep, let's go. And we make our way to Cape Cliff.
Um, easy enough. Like the door was closed but not locked.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And
You're
again, making sure to stay clear any of the stuff in
yeah.
the living
There's
room and
nobody
stuff.
in the apartment. It's
Mhm.
quite quiet.
All right.
If there's a desk or a table near the door or something like this, you know how some folks keep their mail on the kitchen table, or they'll keep it on a table that's near the door. Just want to investigate a mystery, see if there's any other indicators, perhaps a bus ticket that might have been purchased going out of town, anything that can, now that we have the time, to see if there's something there that we can, see now that we have the time.
Yeah, you can roll me for investigate mystery.
Ooh, that's not.
I was like trying to like look for like I was like I know I have like a reference of like the general layout of this place somewhere,
Mhm.
and I was able to find it.
Hey, Bia. Yeah, it's been a minute since I've been up here, though. You think you can help me out here?
Yeah.
And Lakeisha rolled. Whoa.
Oh no.
I was only like a 5.
Oh no. We'll also take a look around then. If you only rolled a 5, then doing the help action's not gonna help. So we're gonna. So that's only +1.
Mhm.
Oh no.
Um,
Okay. All right. Well,
But you can also give me like investigate mystery
yeah,
if you wish to
she's
do
like your
so.
own, yes, please.
yeah, she's gonna do her own investigation. Dear God, I
No,
rolled
maybe we didn't say the
snake
best duo for
eyes.
that bit.
Oh,
That's great. Love that. I
If
love
anything,
a 3.
If anything, between the two of you, you managed to make out of this place a more confusing mess.
okay. Well, all right. Well, shit. I mean, when they don't want to be found, they don't want to be found. Huh?
I guess, but
Ugh.
that leaving a grocery list over here?
I mean, really.
I mean, unless the grocery list is written in code or something. Bia is attempting to decipher grocery list code. This is not anything. She just has no idea what she's doing.
It is very
I-
much a grocery list, but you're like, no, there's probably it admitting why like she needed potatoes for something here. Like,
I don't know. I mean, bring it with you. We can probably add it to Percy's red line wall if we need to. But oh. I mean, I can't get over the fact that that they didn't let us know. Although I guess there's been a fair amount of self-sacrifice going around this entire group for some time now. Yeah, we gotta throw Percy a bone. He hasn't had a new addition to his red line wall in a while, so why not? But other than that, yeah, unfortunately, it looks like we can't find much here. But all right, and we make our way back up.
yeah. When you leave the apartment, do you lock the door behind you, or
Do either of us have a key?
I don't think any of
wonder-
you really have a key.
Yeah.
We might not have, but would Tiff have handed
Tiffany
off a key to us?
probably has a
Probably.
key and probably handed it off so they can
Sure.
get in, and
Then yeah, absolutely gonna lock
We
up.
would definitely lock that up.
because
Correct.
Tiff spent those 4 or 5 days like babysitting Kate, basically.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Lock it up and hand the key back to Tiff for safety.
Which is
Well, I'm not
surprising,
there.
like,
We're gone.
No,
Yeah,
when we
get back.
when
No,
we
gotcha.
get
Yeah,
back.
yeah.
one of the surprising thing that you notice is like you are well aware that there was people here when Tiffany and Percy came. Looking at that door, like you're able like to when you open it and you're able to close and lock it, you don't see that there was any sign of like forced entry on that door.
Yeah. Don't like that.
Nope, not at all.
Plenty of spy tools that I know of, but these guys, why do they know about this? So, yeah, not liking that.
No.
But yeah.
All
that's
right.
One little detail that you do notice as you're before you make your way back to Percy's home. Percy and Tiffany, before those two arrive, anything that you wish to attend or discuss or
Yes, because actually something was pointed out. I think that probably Trish realizes very early on that Percy is not going to his house. And
Tiffany realizes.
Or fuck, change your name. Change your goddamn
No.
name. Tiff, Trish, fuck.
Come on,
You
Wow.
You came into my stream one day and I called you Tiff.
And it was fucking hilarious.
It sucks. At least I've done it both ways. All right. Ooh, don't clip that. So
Absolutely.
Well, that's a
clipping
perfect
that now.
TikTok.
I've done it
Jesus
both.
Christ.
You're saying I've done it both
Wow.
ways? Yeah.
When reality bleeds,
Please note that I
that's
upload
the
all of this stuff to the drive. Y'all are welcome to download the
I'm
videos and clip whatever you want.
that is
so
the
chronically straight, please. All
that's
right.
the title of this episode. When reality
Chronically
bleeds,
straight.
I
Or
like
chronic-
women. I'm
AKI,
sorry.
Yep. Or
God damn it.
chronically straight.
God damn it. Anyways,
Keep digging your hole. But carry on.
Tiff realizes, God damn it, that Percy's not going to his house and is going to her old house. And as they're driving, he's just gonna, like, he's very quiet for a second. He goes, I know that we said we were going to talk to your mom. I wanted it to be I wanted it to be under a little different circumstances. But if somebody is hunting Cade, and given how close you were with Cade, it's only a matter of time before somebody finds out about you.
I mean, the Council of Wizards already know.
Honestly, Council of Wizards I can understand. They're weird, they're magical, they always try and do bullshit. It's people who hate. Those are the people I don't understand. And those are the people who do things you never expect.
Yeah, fair.
So, we're going to get your things, anything else that you need, and we're not coming back here until we know you and your mom are safe.
Yeah, okay.
Thank you for understanding.
I mean, I'm basically over there all the time anyway, so.
I'll have a nice official welcome home party once Kate's back.
All right. Mama's there. You're going to have to deal with her when we get there.
Yeah. Yeah, I am. And I'll drive to Laura's house.
Yeah. So as you are driving to Laura's house, you see Tiff's mom's car in the driveway. She's in the car, and she's about to like back out of the driveway, but stop because you don't want to have an accident.
Mm-hmm.
But she essentially like stop and wait for you to, because it's a house with driveway for 2 cars easily.
Yeah, you can fit like 6 in my parents' driveway. With the
I-
carport, you can fit like 6
Yeah.
cars in there.
Yeah.
I'm just going to look at Tiff and go, go get your stuff. I'll talk to her.
All right.
And you notice that she's in the car with your siblings. She seems to be a bit confused, but she's like, should I wait or?
I will just like once Tiff gets out of the car, I'll make sure that I'm out of the way, and I'll step out and just lean against the door and give her the option. She can keep going. It's her choice.
She puts the car in park and looks at you through the window and looks at Tiff. Roll it down.
Tiff kind of just keeps her head down and marches in the front door and heads for her room.
Laura, it's best if we talk. Preferably not in front of the kids. I don't want to scare them.
All right. And she just 1 second, and she rolled back the window up and gets out of the car.
Hi.
Hi. It's been a while since Thanksgiving.
Yeah, Thanksgiving. Food poisoning.
Yeah. Was it really food poisoning?
No, it wasn't. I'm sure you've put that together by this point.
I mean, I've seen some pretty strange things since then, so I'm not sure what things are anymore.
Yeah, keep that energy.
What is there something going on that I should
Yes.
be worried about?
Yes, there is,
Is
and you
she-
should be worried.
Is she gonna be? Is she danger?
I told you something was dangerous, and the first thing you asked is if she was the danger. Was
No,
that the first
no.
thing that
Is
came?
if she is in danger?
Yes. Yes, she is. And if she stays with you, that danger will be infinitely worse, and it will be worse for your whole family. So she needs to come with me and stay with me for, well, until she moves out into her own place.
Like, how big of a danger are we talking here?
I'm going to say this and know that I am not a man of anger or spite, so this does not come from a place of attempting to hurt you. You don't get to start caring now. I get that she is your daughter. I get that you want to make sure she is safe. And I get that you think I'm not the person to do that, but I have been the one doing it since she was born, while you tried to make her into something that you wanted her to be. So I will make sure that she is safe. That is all you need to know, for the sake of your family.
She does not reply to you. She looks at the house. She looks at the kids on the car, which they're looking at you like, "What's going on?" All right.
Thank you.
Trust you, Percy.
A lot of years late, but thanks.
You're a lot different now than you were, so.
Maybe I am. And maybe that's because I was rejected by somebody. But I chose to change. That was my choice. Thanks for being a part of the journey, Laura. I think this is the last part you get to be a part of. And for what it's worth, I hope you change too.
I hope so too.
Better clear out. I'll contact you if there's any relevant details. If Tiff's not here, everybody else should be safe.
All right. Well, I'm sure you know how to find us.
You will never stop being under my protection either. That hasn't changed.
All right. Well, I guess see you later. And she gets back in the car.
I will watch them drive away, pull out one of just apparently infinite flasks that Percy apparently has. Pop the
Superpower, right?
stopper. Yeah, I pop the stopper and just look at it. Watch as she drives away. And to himself, he'll just pour out the drink and go, "Thanks for showing me the kind of woman that B is, Laura." He'll just put it back in his pocket and turn to go help Tiff pack her stuff.
So Tiffany's in her room and she hears the car leave and she doesn't even make an attempt. She kind of knew her mom was going to leave before she could say anything. So she has written her mom a little note and stuck it on the fridge, folded in half. And she's back in her room and she's in the middle of pulling everything out of the closet, everything out of the dresser that's important, like her little box of trinkets and her backpack. And there is a couple of things sitting on the bed, like a couple of very large legal envelope type stuff, just chilling. And she's waiting to see if Percy's going to come back there or what's going on. She's just packing.
Percy will come up.
Speaking of, as you're like going through envelope and things, you do notice on your like bedside table, you have like an extra envelope that was not there previously. Pretty decent sized envelope. Seems to be from a U pen.
It's one of the big like legal package envelopes.
It's a pretty big one.
She looks at it and she just kind of smiles because she knows, and she hopes that her mom didn't look at the address.
Well, for the fact that it was put there, she probably
Probably
saw.
did. So she probably knows, but
Yeah.
well, that changes a lot of things, huh? And she'll wait till Percy walks in and she just hands him the package. And for anybody who knows about college applications and stuff in the 80s, if you have something come in a big legal envelope, it's automatically, you've been accepted.
Percy's gonna look down at it for a second. I got kind of confused, and then slowly raise an eyebrow and look up and go,
Guess
"Yeah."
I got in.
Well, forgive me if I'm not shocked, but I'm not that surprised.
Thanks. That changes a whole lot now.
Maybe. We have a lot to talk about with your future, Tiff.
Yeah, I have some thoughts, but I need your advice on a thing when
Oh,
you have
boy.
a minute to talk.
Yeah, another good chance for me to show my excellent fatherly advice.
No, this is actually something I think you would understand.
That's surprising. Okay, great. That's
And she's just like shoving everything in bags, and she's like, well, do you want to talk about it now or later?
You want to talk about the advice or your mom? I'm confused.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about Mama right now. I can imagine what was said outside. I didn't hear screaming, so I figured one or both of you were as quiet angry, which is scary enough.
Yeah. It was good to talk to her one last time. Yeah, let's talk about it. What's up?
Well, you refused to put that damn hat on, and now I'm on a time crunch. She hands him one of the envelopes. Judge Watkins still owes you a favor, right?
Depends on how far my favors go in this town now, but yeah, theoretically.
If I can get it turned in by Valentine's Day, my high school diploma can say Tiffany Banks.
There's a lot of things that I don't think hold a lot of weight in this world. Government is one of them. But if it means something to you, then we'll get her done.
It's basically done. I just have to turn the paperwork in. I just
I'll do
wanted
it.
you're okay with it first.
Of course you have my okay.
The other
I'm
one's
glad you
bullshit.
asked first, though, because I want to be there for it, but yeah.
I mean, they'll just walk into court and say, yes, I want my last name changed, and they'll just do it. They're not going to argue it because now the entire town knows that you're my dad.
Yeah. Yeah.
And she just kind of chuckles about it. And she's like, but it's got to get in time so that they can reprint everything. See, also, I can register as Tiffany Banks. I don't have to worry about name changes. I could do it all at once.
There ain't a single thing you could do in this world that would make you not my daughter. But if having a name change is important, then I will 100% support that.
Robbie Tate's a piece of shit. And he's leaving Mama over some bullshit. And he was half the problem.
He did, really leave, huh?
He's staying with his cousin up in Philly. Nobody's seen him since the day after I found out. And after Mama found out about... Mama says that's not it, and I'm not the reason, but there are reasons, and there's probably multitudes of them.
Yeah, there's no such thing as the final straw being the full haystack, okay?
Yeah. And she's still just grabbing stuff and she's trying to get like literally everything except for posters on the wall. She's trying to get all of her clothes, all of her personal effects, photos,
I'll start helping.
all that kind of stuff. And it's like
Yeah.
the other problem is the problem I think you're gonna I really need your advice with.
Okay, what's that?
In high school, if mama would have told you she was a witch, what would you have done?
Oh boy. You want an honest answer or a soft
Yes, I want an
answer?
honest answer.
Oh, I would have freaked. Are you kidding me? At first, I would have thought it was kind of attractive. Oh, she's a witch. If she would have showed me, then I would have freaked out. All right, I would have done fucking lost it, and I
Jimmy,
would have gotten home, and I would have wondered if I should call her into the psych ward.
Jimmy got into UPenn 3 weeks ago. We made the agreement we weren't going to be any kind of serious until we both knew we were going for college because there's no point in a 9-month relationship that was just going to end.
It's nice and sensible.
But now we're going to the same college because I don't even got to wait for the rest.
Do you like Jimmy?
I like him a lot.
Does Jimmy like you?
As far as I know, we've known each other for almost 18 years now. We've always been friends. We've always been close.
This is going to be as no surprise, but I've not chosen the best woman in my life. But recently, I made a much better decision. And truth be told, I don't feel like there's anything I could tell her that she wouldn't hear me out on after yelling at me. And if Mama had told me she was a witch, I would have freaked out. I would have run away. I would have done some serious thinking. And I would ask myself the question, damn it, if she is a witch, what does that change about who she is? I can't tell you how long it would have taken me to come to that conclusion, but it wouldn't have scared me eventually.
Yeah, I'm going to have to talk to him at some point because now it matters.
You are part of a different world now.
Mm-hmm.
So here's the part where I tell you the fatherly advice that may not be so happy. It's truthfully not about whether you think he'll trust you. It's about whether you want to bring him into this. Because there ain't no going back.
Yeah, I know.
Love is a crazy thing and it makes you do stupid shit. And I think the best thing that I've learned in all my life is that I can't give you advice on it. I can only tell you what happened to me. But if you want to tell Jimmy, I got some books on protective hexes and shit that, might be useful.
I think I got a lot of that kind of stuff down. I got to talk to Miss Bia and see how she thinks he'll take it because she knows him almost as well as I do.
It is very helpful to get a woman's intuition on these things.
I'll talk to her about it later. She's still just like grabbing all of her stuff and she's going to go through the house. She's going to look for anything she might have left out. She's grabbing Jimmy's ring and Jimmy's jacket.
Yeah.
She's grabbing like her extra reading glasses, like a couple of her favorite magazines. Like she's literally grabbing anything that would have been super personal to her. And she's putting it in like all of her suitcases. And then she's going to scribble down. She's going to go in the kitchen and she's going to like rip up the note that she wrote her mom, throw it out, and she's going to write her a new one. And it says, I got into UPenn. We'll talk at some point. Don't try to call. I'll be safe. April gets my room.
All right. Perfect.
And last but not least, while Tiff is doing that, Percy's going to go into Laura's bathroom. Going to search through her drawers. She's somebody who's always cared a lot about her looks. And so he's going to find inevitably where he knows there's going to be several replacement toothbrushes when hers goes out. And he'll find the next one in line reach into his pocket and pull out a very unpolished, dirty gold ring. Slide it on there. Just kind of stare at it for a long while, thinking back to the times when he was a dumb high school kid who thought he was going to propose way before he had been in a long-term relationship, and just stare at it and smile and close the drawer, and then go get Tiff so they can leave.
Perfect.
Percy is a goddamn deity when it comes to pettiness.
Percy's petty as fuck, and I love it.
Yes, he is.
Do you have a moment to hear about our Lord and Savior, Percy the Petty?
Percy the...
That's the next T-shirt.
Percy the petty.
Long may he reign.
I'm gonna put it in the middle of a little diamond ring.
So, with that done, eventually, as a collective, you reunite at Percy's house.
I
Is
feel
it-
bad
oh,
for Percy's back with the number of suitcases he's carrying in the house right now. If I
I
have
know.
to sleep on a cot in an infirmary, I'm bringing all of my stuff.
especially like the way like it was in poor shape, like from like the one crunches that morning. Like poor little man.
Mm-hmm.
He can take it though.
Don't worry about it, Dad.
It
I'll
might
get the
take a
heavy
week
ones.
for him to recover, but he can take it.
So which group got back first? Because
Uh,
there's a
Only-
couple very funny ways this can go, I think.
both group can elect one person to roll me a d6 and the IS roll.
Drivers get to roll. It's Percy
Driver.
versus Bia.
Oh my god.
Go,
Okay.
go, go.
All right.
I'm gonna make a request here.
Yes.
If I lose, can it count as a failure?
You
He
get
wants that
it.
experience points so bad. Let the man level if he fails to get us back
Wow,
first.
Come on,
As a
come on.
guy-
In my sports car versus the truck.
Versus the freaking minivan.
Right.
As a kind and
Oh,
generous keeper,
Oh,
sure, why not?
long may he
God
reign.
bless.
All right. Okay, I'm ready.
Here we
I
go.
will just
Roll a
take
6,
note
I'm
of
gonna laugh
that.
so hard.
I'm gonna. Oh God, here we go. 2?
No way!
Reroll.
Rolling.
Wow, yo. Wow.
Wait,
Jake,
two.
you have to remember, you are trying to out shitty roll Sarah.
I'm trying really
Roll
I rolled
hard.
that
here.
one.
Roll.
Go, go.
I'm gonna roll a 0. All right, 3, 2, 1, go.
Go.
5.
6.
Hey, it worked out.
That's a level, baby.
It worked out.
I also just almost reloaded the website, so I would have just disappeared off the recording.
And that
Oh
would have been
shit!
amazing.
I'd
right.
love to think that the way it happened RP style is that one car came from one side of the block and the other one came from the other side of the block, and you're both trying to get in the driveway at the same time. It's like, oh wait, no, this
Yeah.
go.
I just want to
no,
like
you
imagine
go.
like Percy being like stuck like in just a bit of snow with a car for like
Yeah.
30 minutes.
Oh.
It's like I have so
Oh,
much stuff in the
boy.
trunk and this is rear wheel drive. You should be able to get out of a snowbank.
There's actually a legitimate reason I wanted this level up so bad. So,
Oh no.
But you
I'm in the
know,
car with Bia. Like, what is he doing? What is he doing? What?
this
Why?
request will not come
Okay.
bite you in the ass.
No.
No.
If I have
of
to get
course
out
not.
and use my arm to help him with get his vehicle out,
No.
come on.
But
I've got chains in the trunk.
Oh,
yeah,
okay,
you
there we
make it
go.
home first. Eventually, Percy, through pain, is making his way home.
And you just start watching like bags upon bags upon bags coming in the house, like a couple of boxes and like 3 suitcases and a couple of duffels and
Yep.
Yeah, Lakeisha takes every opportunity to show him up too. Like takes like 2 of the biggest suitcases and like,
well, like
with one Novata car.
no
I'm like,
one's gonna question why all
really?
of a sudden all of Tiffany's stuff is coming out of the trunk. We didn't tell anybody.
Bia is absolutely wondering, but she's figuring that while in the process of moving is not when we need to be asking these things.
yeah,
Get
and not
inside
to
and-
mention,
And you
not to
start seeing
mention
like
Percy's
out of the
face.
backseat, you start seeing the pageant crowns and the trophies from gymnastics and all of her
Oh,
ballet
okay.
equipment.
I think she sees the crowns start coming out, and she's like, right, and just goes inside, and she's making some hot cocoa.
All right. So, with shit moved in, and it eventually will be put away at appropriate places if you can find places.
Most of this is going to our workshop and storage, I think, because it ain't gonna fit here.
There's not a lot.
Yeah.
So team, you have some loose information, a lot of things that you are wondering about. So last thing that you were advised that you would eventually receive a call for when a file is ready to be picked up. And before that, you also received first in the morning you did receive a call about the missing van, which was found. Just to remind you, as part of things that you did ask and I did give you. Anything else that you wish to do as a group? Oh, also, I've add to your list of clues grocery list.
Grocery list.
Grocery list? Question mark?
Potatoes? Who used that?
Pia's gonna start. She puts the grocery list down on the table between, and then goes, Percy, you were talking about religious zealots.
Yeah.
I don't think they're just zealots. I told you about the pressure and that feeling that I feel from they felt like that. Whatever the hell. Yeah. So I don't know what they are. They are not human.
I don't know what they are either, but the moment that I saw them, I had a feeling that we should not fight them, so I think we're on the same page.
And
that... What does this have to do with the grocery list?
That's the problem. I don't know. We found it. It was weird.
They misspelled egos. Or did they? Oh God! I know I've been hanging around you too long.
You know what? That is a great point. If they were going to communicate us, it would be in something very, very subtle. Give it here. Let me take a look.
But
up the stairs, down the stairs, up the stairs, down the stairs.
Tip's going through something. We'll talk about it later. What's up?
But that's also, I'm worried that's why Kay didn't contact any of us, is because if Andromalius knows about me and connected the dots and was worried that I was working with them. And I'm worried that's why they didn't tell us.
Tiffany sticks her head around the corner. I heard that. Andy's smarter than that. Back downstairs.
I don't know. I think that's a good point. I can't say for sure because, no offense, Bia, I don't know what you are.
None taken.
But that weapon you've got is something special, and if it just showed up to you, I mean, there's a lot of stories about people mysteriously receiving magical artifacts, but you'd be surprised that, well, almost all of them are from religious texts. So
I'm well aware of them.
It's not unlikely that something's connected. So it is a good point. It's also possible that for the same reason, Cade was afraid of contacting us for Tiff's sake.
Lakeisha, as casual as you please, as is her wont sometimes when you forget she's in the room, she'll just casually sip her hot cocoa and be like, what are you talking about? Of course you know who she is.
Who what
she is who she's always been. Just like Tiff is always who she's been.
The truth
Cade has always been who they've been.
Well, we know
Andrew,
who they are.
Andy or no Andy, but you know.
we know who they are, but in a magical sense, we don't know what they are, Keish. I mean, Bia received a magical weapon out of nowhere. What is she? Nephilim? I don't know.
Oh, God.
And Cade has this demon of which I don't know where it came from. Is it truly a demon? Is it simply a deity that attempts to disguise itself as one? And Tiff, I have no idea what she is. She has magical abilities, but from where? For why? It's not from my bloodline.
Tiffany walks into the kitchen, opens
know-
a cabinet, grabs a big thing of salt, closes the cabinet, walks back downstairs. I'm a sorceress, Dad.
Yep. And Lakeisha, she looks like she raises a finger just before you say that.
As
You beat me by 1 second, buddy.
As you are having this conversation, the phone eventually rings.
I'll get it. Hold on. Sorry, guys. Go pick it up. Banks residence.
Yes, I've been told to call this number for delivery / pickup by.
Oh, okay. I can tell by the look on your feet. Yeah, give it to me. Yep, here we go.
But you don't live here. Did you order something to my place?
It's not okay. They must have. Howl here. Just tell him to give it to me.
Whatever. Here you go.
Go for Howl.
It's on your desk.
All right. Cool. I
Was he
appreciate it.
confused?
Yeah, I mean, you have to understand. These are civvies we're talking about here. You say delivery, they're gonna
Yeah, they
think,
said delivery. I'd assume it meant here.
Yeah, no, I got the gist. Thanks a lot, love.
All right.
And just remember what I said, huh? Give me a call back whenever you can, yeah?
Wait, is that your woman?
Shut up.
Oh, sorry. Didn't mean to intrude. My bad.
You hear me?
Yeah.
All right. Bye. Then click.
So it was
Oh,
your woman.
what are you looking at?
Just, she sounded nice. That's what I'm
Takes her
saying.
cocoa, and just goes right back to the corner. Well, I gotta go. They've got a file for me at my desk, so.
Yeah,
I'll
no, it's
see you
best we
guys
get
in a bit.
information. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
best we get information. Let's go.
And Lakeisha heads out.
Yep.
Takes a car and
It will
goes.
take you some time to get there.
Mhm.
The
Bia,
rest of
can
the
you
cell-
stick with Tiff as long as we're trying to get information? I think maybe I should go investigate something too.
Where are you going?
The last place I ever thought I'd go without getting a DUI, police station.
All right, don't run your mouth.
Yeah, well, actually, hopefully I can avoid the police station. I was given a location for. Look, I'm just following the lead. Is all. I'm gonna drop my voice down in case Tiff is listening in.
She's in the basement at this point.
I am really worried about Cade. To have a demon that powerful with you and to go on the run. The longer that we wait, the more I'm worried something will happen to them.
Yeah. I don't want you running off without at least telling me where to look if you go missing.
Yeah, hold on. Yeah, let's get a map real quick. I'll like get out map, fold it out, show be exactly where I'm going, where I was told the van was last spotted.
Yeah.
Cool.
I won't be gone long. Just Tiff is moving in permanently.
Gathered.
I talked to Laura. There's not really much to report from that conversation other than I was shown what it's like to have a real person by my side. So thanks.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. I'll be back. Won't be long. Keisha's also gonna get some information. We'll all rendezvous back here, say sundown.
Ideally before then, but yeah.
So if I'm not
by
back
then.
by sundown, call the fuck.
I'm gonna get your ass if you're not back here by sundown. How about that?
Understood. Yes, ma'am.
All right.
Got it. Cool.
Which
All right.
doesn't give you that many hours, so you better hurry.
Yeah, I'll go drive out to investigate, and just like as I'm heading out, I will give a shout out. Tiff, heading out. Be back soon. Trying to find some information. Bia's got dinner. Okay, bye. I'll head out. Bia always has dinner. Come on.
As if they needed to be said, right?
Yeah.
Tiffany cooks on a regular basis to help out.
Perfect. So, Percy, you are heading to the last known location of that vehicle.
Yeah, I imagine me and Keisha are like heading different directions
Yeah,
right
it's
now.
very opposite
Yeah.
direction completely. It would be very awkward if you just like follow each other for like long while.
Oh, hey, let's go.
I'd stop like, all right.
We did the whole Fast and Furious thing. We're just looking at each
Yeah.
other through the windows.
Like-
yeah.
Like, you wanna
but
go?
Yeah, you are both going at very different locations.
Yeah. Okay.
It does not take you too long to get where you need to go. Luckily, traffic and light are on your side, and for a while there's just no lights. It just, and you probably are not kind of person to follow the speed limit anyway. Park your car by the side of the road. Walk a little bit, because unless you want to get stuck again, you may want to go for a little bit on foot. But you find the last location where the van was, which is obviously no longer there because a random van in the middle of nowhere. If they find it, they will bring it,
Mhm.
but just in case they miss something on location, right?
Yeah.
But yeah,
Okay. I'm gonna park, step out, take a little bit of a look around.
Mhm.
I grabbed this on the way out when Bia wasn't looking, but I'm gonna go to the back, reach in, pull out a very nice unworn Stetson, put it on my head.
There's literally a note inside that says, "Dad, we need to talk."
He does not know.
There's something itching that hat.
I'll look inside.
It's worded much nicer than that, but
I'll look inside, like feel around, trying to figure out what's itching. I imagine it's probably exactly about what they talked about earlier, or was it okay? Yeah, he'll be like, "Shit, I should have known." Tuck it back in and put it back in the hat and put it on. And Bia will die. Just
Bia.
straight up pass away.
Perfect.
No! Dang
Rest
it!
in peace.
Dang
Since you
it!
are on site, I'm assuming here you want to investigate a mystery, correct?
Yeah. I'm putting on the sheriff hat because I want to get back into my investigation.
not the
And,
sheriff hat, just the Stetson.
Well, it's a Stetson, but in his mind. Yeah, I'll investigate a mystery.
Go for it.
All right. It would be really, really silly if I failed right now. So, okay, that's a 5. There's no way I can fail. That's automatically a success. Yeah, I'm back on my bullshit. What is that?
So what did you roll?
15. I'm back on my
He
fucking
says
bullshit.
with a snarl.
Wait,
I
14.
mean,
14, not 15. I was one.
A
one-
12 is a maximum success. Anything over that is just
Yeah.
overkill.
that's
So yeah,
just
ask me whatever the
yeah.
fuck you want, dude.
Back on my bullshit.
Wow.
Great. Okay, first thing I'm gonna ask is, why was the van parked here?
Since it's been like a few days, there's obviously a lot of things that you are not able to, see, right?
Mhm.
This is not exactly a location where one would just go and park their van.
Okay.
Looking around, looking at where you see that even when with snow and all that, there was for a while a van parked, and uh, you look a bit further, you only see one set of footprint. That is very. The only reason you're able to still see it is because it's so well covered in this place
Okay.
uh, that any like snowfall or wind, like you're able to like maybe because you roll so fucking well, you're able like to catch like what is one set of footprint,
Yeah. Okay.
which is a bit odd considering that uh, your knowledge there was multiple people more or less traveling and living that van. So one person left it here, uh, and based on the crowd that they are, um, just their general shape of boot does not seem to fit what you would expect from like the average band member in a punk band, right?
Okay.
Uh, so probably not one of them parked that van here.
Interesting. All right. It's just a one footprint that I see, no others.
Yeah, only one. Like yeah.
Okay. How many questions do I get on a success?
Usually on a 10 plus, it's 2.
Two. Okay.
But because you roll something ridiculous, if you want one more, I will allow it.
I'll take it. I'll take it. Thank you, kind keeper. You've been
Because
kind to me
I
twice
know that
tonight.
most of mine, sir, will most likely be fairly fucking vague.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So, it was not somebody of the band who parked it here, most likely.
Yeah.
Are there any nearby locations that make this an interesting place to park this?
It is very much out of the way of a lot of things. But because you've probably been around these parts for previous work, more legal work, um, that this bit of the wood does connect to essentially another back road that somebody
Got
could
it.
have easily like rendezvous with another vehicle there, or
Hmm.
so it is an easy spot to just drop something because it is fairly well hidden, but with an easy back access that is not necessarily well known.
So to be clear, it's an easy place to drop something
Yeah.
where it won't be found. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Okay. Percy's gonna look up at the sky to gauge how much time he has before sunset.
Probably have like an hour and a half at most.
He's
a
been
long
here
day.
before. He knows where people drop stuff. All right, last question.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe this is cheating, but I'm gonna ask it anyways. Um, is there anything that's been dumped here that doesn't want to be found?
So looking around, it seemed that it was probably missed by the people that authority that get around to collect the van and investigate why there was that here. You see a piece of fabric on a branch, like somebody probably like was going through and like got caught, and you only see it on a very low branch, which because it is white as a piece of fabric, it is fucking easy to miss. But recent like wind and all like just made it uncover just a little bit.
I'll reach up and grab it, look at it, see if I can identify it at all.
Yeah, it's kind of like piece of fabric that you would often like if you like you go to your local pharmacy, right? Type of lab coat type of deal.
I'm gonna take it, stare at it for a long moment.
And you can tell that like this is not a brand new code by any means. Like the weather would have like has its effect on it. That person had that code like for years and years.
I reach into my belt, pop open one of the various little like pockets and pouches that I have on it, pull out a set of tweezers, and just hold it up so I don't touch it too much. And I'll take it back to the vehicle because I can't do anything with this, but I know people who can. I'll get in my car and I'll drive back because I promise not to get into too much danger. So I'll head back to my house.
Perfect. Lakeisha, you are going to the office. You do. It's near end of day, so the busier time in the office is mostly gone. Although this place, there's people working 24/7 on various things. Uh, you are able to find. It's not a big, heavy file, but it's just a few name and last known address of family member that are known in the general area, like within like the state and just a bit outside.
Wow.
There's like she does have like one aunt like that live like outside the city, and she has a few like other members of her family like here and there, but you do have some address. What other piece of information were you looking to get from in general?
Well, that was on Lakeisha's desk.
Yeah.
Keeper,
Yes.
is it possible that knowing that it's towards the end of the day, that Lakeisha could probably, I don't know, trip herself over to Mimi's desk and see whether or not she's there or have the R&D guys cleared out for the day? I think she's aware of their schedules too. And I think she might take the opportunity to kind of skip past Mimi's desk and see if there's any clues about how cryptic this new project is that Mimi's been working.
Yeah.
It's not like
Uh,
Mimi doesn't let her know anyway what the
mm,
R&D guys are usually working on before she's technically supposed to tell anybody.
yeah.
So it's just Lakeisha just, trying to figure things out a little.
Um, you can like wonder what she has like a little desk in the R&D department, uh, where you see Reginald like ending his shift and about to go home. Uh, and tells you that she's currently in the lab, um, but she should be out hopefully soon. Uh,
Hey,
from
Reggie, good to see you, man. All right.
from what you
Yeah,
know,
I'm,
though, that
I'm,
lab is like when people are working in there, it is sealed. Uh, so to avoid possible issue in and out, um, you do know that this is not her usual lab that she works in. Like usually she works in like more technology department. Uh, she seemed to be here working in association with the more, let's call it, biology side of the department, which is rather unusual. Uh, which is also one of the reasons why this is so well sealed, just in case there's contaminant, especially with the kind of things that y'all dealing with in general. So basically, like, hopefully she should be out in a few hours if you want to wait. Otherwise, no.
yeah,
You
I
know
mean,
where her
I've
desk
got,
is. You can leave a note and shit.
Of course, of course. Hey, Reggie, listen. You know how it is. He- she's waiting on me to get back with, data on the arm, and sometimes I've got to wait for her. It's no problem. As a matter of fact, I'll probably go and get myself a coffee from the machine around the corner. Plus, I've got some paperwork on my
I mean,
desk.
if there's data, you can just like I can take it and like take note of it and like
Oh yeah, no, no. There's a couple of things that she noticed. When I was doing my rotator cuff a little bit, so she already knows about it. So, but we'll go ahead and have a convo about it. But I'm happy to wait for her. Matter of fact, I'll probably come on back,
all
and
right. Well,
yeah, take it easy. And she'll go and kind of meander down the hallway. If there's like I imagine there's at least some hallways that are like a police precinct where you have like a break room that may have blinds or something.
mm-hmm.
So maybe she'll like act like she's swinging exit stage left, but then kind of goes into a break room, a side break room or something, and actually does what she said she's gonna do anyway. I'm just gonna go ahead and fix herself a cup of coffee,
Perfect. Um, yeah, it would
and
take like
she'll wait to watch him leave.
yeah. Oh yeah, he doesn't it's like all right like less work for him. He's not gonna complain. Um, but yeah, he eventually like pack his things and like things for the night and yeah leave. There's a few like other like employee, but like the R&D department like is mostly very busy during business hour.
Sure.
They work more regular hours than a lot of people here. Uh, but yeah.
Question for you, Keeper.
Hmm.
Now, obviously, there's cameras in the labs that
Yeah.
she's more than knowledgeable about. Is there a set of cameras overlooking the regular desk area
Yeah,
at all?
there's not many blind spot
Mm-hmm.
for various reasons.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but
Gotcha. All right. Fair enough. I think once she's sure that Reggie's gone, and she'll make sure to duck out, just peek out in the hallway, make sure that nobody's watching her,
yeah.
um, you know, out on the floor. She'll go back around to Mimi's desk,
Hmm.
and she will, on camera, whoever's watching will just see her just kind of stroll in, slow down, take her time. And she takes off her jacket, and she's kind of, doing this here, kind of like,
Yeah.
my arm a little bit. And just kind of, maybe there's a book, maybe that she'll see near Mimi's desk, because Mimi's a book nerd. She's
Yeah.
consigned
She has
herself
like
to
a
make
book
peace
that
with
she
that.
usually reads. That's like the only thing that is not under like lock and key on her desk.
Right.
And the only other person in this general vicinity after a while is one of the janitor that you can just see around mopping the floor.
Yep.
Um,
And so she'll nonchalantly like kind of pick up the book, but as she's picking up the book,
mhm.
um she'll test the drawer, like the first small top drawer,
Yeah, that is
just
locked.
ever so subtly. That's locked.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. Ooh, are we making decisions right now? Let's see. I think mhm, mhm. Yeah, we'll respect the lock on the drawer. We'll respect that. However, if there's anything else that folders or papers, anything else that happens to be underneath the book, for example, maybe she'll kind of do this here, where you kind of turn the book around, she'll like sit with her bum against the desk, on the desk, and act like she's reading the book. But if there's like an interesting looking folder or something, you know what I mean? Like she'll have that underneath the book, but really she's reading that, not the book.
Yeah,
Does that make sense?
most people here, and you notice it seems to be like a thing around like most desks. They tend to keep a very clean space, like
Okay.
very few things, unless there's maybe like a few personal trinket, like a book or something like that, is available on desk. Anything else is that is very much proprietary to the company. It's very much under lock and key.
Okay.
And only few people do have access to those keys for various reasons. It's not that they don't necessarily trust employees at this place. It's, well, just better be safe.
Fair enough. After a moment, a few minutes of really looking like Lakeisha is really fascinated with at least 2 pages of this book, can she see the entrance to the lab from where she's standing?
Yeah, you see that it is, there's, still closed, and there's usually like a light indicator saying that, it is in use right now, which that indicator is on. There's no danger alarm or anything. Usually, if there's, something, there's a different set of light that is being is on. But yeah,
Sure, it's almost like that on-air button that you have in recording booths for radio
it's
stations,
just make
except
sure
this
that
one is
don't try to come in right now.
don't try to come in right now. Correct. But so she'll kind of page through the book, just very casual, and then she'll be sipping her coffee. She'll kind of pace the room a little bit, like waiting, and if she peeks, is this a lab that has like one of those little clear windows that you can see through into the room?
There's like a very like small like window, maybe like a few inch high, like with like
Okay.
very very like multiple layer of like thick like sealed bulletproof glass.
Sure, of course. So she'll just kind of give a peek and see where Mimi is in the lab at the moment.
Yeah. From that window, you are able to see that she and another coworker seem to be working on something. You're not exactly sure what it is, and even if you were in the lab, you would probably not even know what that is, right? But it's it's a lot more biological than you would expect her to work on.
Sure. If I don't recognize what it is, do I recognize, is it a live specimen she's working with? Or is it like you could be in the lab working with starfish? Or you could be working in the lab like on that other show where things could be wriggling. You know what I mean? So like what am I or am I too far to see?
If for a live specimen, well, it probably was at some point. Currently, it is not, or at least it doesn't seem to be.
Okay. Am I too far away, or is it too obscure to get at least coloration, number of eyes? Does it have fur, fangs, teeth? What?
Yeah, it seems to be like loosely humanoid shape, with a very like pale complexion.
Humanoid shape, pale complexion, no fur of any kind, hairless. Got it. Yeah. Okay. And so you kind of again just casually sipping coffee, kind of checking out her watch, being very aware that she's on camera right now, and just giving all the airs of, well, guess I gotta wait. And she'll pick a chair in the room and just have a seat and wait.
Eventually, like after maybe like an hour or two, you're not sure exactly. Janitor like has done this like the entire round, like ask you to move your feet like once or twice. Um, uh, she comes out of the lab, following like disinfection area and all that. Like if you did not know like what her eyes look like, you would not fucking be able to tell who it is, right? Because cover from head to toe.
Mm-hmm. There she is.
Oh, hi.
Hey, hey there, stranger. And kind of looks up and down at this hazmat suit getup. Kind of playing space doctor again. Oh boy, the getup that they usually have you in. Jeez.
Yeah, it's some help working on like connectivity and tissues and
Oh, read through this. There's a real twist at the end. I thought the brother was the one that did it, but holy crap.
yeah, it's a real page turner.
Shit. You didn't get that far in the book yet, did you? Bye.
No,
I'm sorry. Damn it. All right.
all right.
Well, like you said, it's a real page turner. Don't mind anything I said. How are you?
Exhausted. Like I've been, and you should look at our watch. Is it AM or PM?
Uh, yeah, that means it's time for you to cash in on that back rub I owe you. Come on, let's get out of here.
Yeah,
All I have to do is make a
yeah.
phone call
I
and relay
probably have
some
to be
info,
back
and
here in a few hours, so yeah, might as well go home, crash, and yeah, let's do that.
yeah, I mean, all I got to do is make a phone call, and then I'll be right there.
Well, I have to
And
get changed, so
yeah, all right. And as Lakeisha, I'm sure, like, to be able to talk to Lakeisha at this point, she's at least taken her mask off and some of the PPE that she's probably wore when she first stepped out of the lab. Like, other than looking like she's tired, is there anything else that you can read about her at the moment? I'm not sure which move that might be though.
roll plus sharp.
Okay.
Uh,
Okay. That's a solid 7.
a solid 7. Uh, I mean, except for the fact that she probably like lost all sense of time and space because on the ground and working for how many hours, uh, she just really seemed like super exhausted.
Okay.
Uh,
All right. What Lakeisha will do then, as she goes to get changed, Lakeisha will pick up the nearest phone, not necessarily one that's in full view of a camera. Like, if she can turn her back to the camera while she uses somebody's desk phone or something like that, she'll do that. And she'll ring Percy's line. Your purse.
Mm,
I'm not at the house,
Hey,
so it'd have to be someone
Yeah.
else.
Hey, Lakeisha.
Oh,
Percy
shoot.
went to go check on some other stuff. What's going on?
Oh yeah. Listen, I got that information that we were looking for, and Lakeisha will relay via the addresses of the relatives, known relatives that she got from Mimi, and she'll say, "Listen, Bia, can you do me a solid? I actually have a chance for some face-to-face time with Mimi. Uh, if you guys don't need me, she kind of needs a back rub. You get what I'm saying?"
Yeah, I hear you. I hear you. Go ahead. And she's got her pad. She wrote down the addresses and everything to tell the rest of the group. And she's like, "Yeah, you have a nice night. You just, yeah,
Fair enough. You too. All right.
yeah. Take care." Yeah.
And so Lakeisha waits for Mimi and
Yep.
goes home with Mimi for that.
Perfect. Uh, you know, uh, before she leaves, she's just gonna take a moment like uh, go back by the lab and just uh, leave a note uh, for the colleague that is still uh, in the lab. Sorry, last minute epiphany. Uh, all right, let's go home. I need food. I need sleep. Uh, so yeah,
Yep. Oh yeah. Yeah. It's time. Yep. I gotta make you some of my corned beef hash. Just the way you like it. And get you that back and foot rub. I got you.
yeah,
And
like yeah. It's like I like as you are driving and all that. Like I'm sorry, like this like inter office project has just been keeping me extremely busy. So and it seems to be some people just want me on it. So
oh yeah. It seems like it's a bit out of your realm. Don't they have any other heads over there? Some of these guys that usually do more bio stuff.
well, with
Like I know you've got this. Don't get me wrong. Hey, listen, if they're finally
mhm,
realizing the extra special talent that you bring to the game, that's good.
yeah,
I'm glad they're giving you new stuff to do, new responsibilities. But I don't
yeah.
know.
I mean, they
Just
like
seems odd all of a
they seem
sudden,
to know
though.
like the work I've done with you in terms of like you know integrating technology. So just working with them and see how we can
Well, yeah, it is a full-time job.
improve certain things, and well, not necessarily with dad, but just in general, and what dad brought, which is, I mean, I'm not sure what exactly brought me, but I, you know,
Listen, it's a no-brainer for me.
they tried to
They
explain it to
know.
me. And it's just, I don't. Biology is so weird.
Well, it can be. I mean, it sure is a
Especially with what you
full-time job
deal with. There's like
keeping.
things that just defy biology, like what we like have like in most books. So like, I'm trying to figure out what, but they seem to know what they're doing. So.
Well, I mean, some of the stuff that we deal with on the daily as biology we've never seen. So,
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I've seen some of the things that's been brought back. Like, whew, like
hey, listen, if you can't figure it out, I mean, I dare them to do better. It's already a full-time job, keeping me together. So, they recognize what talent you bring. So, I'm proud of you.
hopefully that will open more doors. I just want. I'm so hungry. Okay. I don't think I've had. We're in the middle of the night, are we?
Oh gosh. Okay. Yeah, your sugar is low. Let's go. And that was all probably while they were stopped at a light and just,
Yeah.
yep, just drive a little faster. Getting her home.
Um, while this is happening, you're on your drive way back. Uh, anything happening with the rest of you? I'm assuming that Percy, you will make your way
I'm
back
driving my way
home
back. Yeah.
before like somebody like find you and beat your ass.
Yep. Well, not beat, but bring him back. um,
Come from my ass.
Violently.
That was the terminology. Come from my ass.
Uh-huh. You have been voluntold.
She is
she's
cooking
been,
dinner.
Yep, and has the grocery list in one hand and the spoon for the gravy in the other hand. And she's looking at it like, potatoes is written really dark. Did she go to Idaho? She's trying so hard to make this something, but she also is not thinking as much about that as she is just still panicking about the angel thing.
Tiffany has been left alone in the basement for over an hour. She is sitting in a ring of salt with Percy's knife in front of her and a cut thumb and a yellow candle that has a snake carved into the side of it
Oh,
and
no.
Andrew Malleus's sigil on top.
Oh,
And
dear
she's
God.
calling Dad. She's been down there chanting what she has to chant to summon his ass to try to get in touch. And she's been at it for an hour. She literally walked upstairs and got the salt and nobody questioned it.
It's salt. You need that for things. I didn't realize you were going to summon Jesus.
Yeah, Percy was like salt
It wasn't
surfers.
exactly
Yeah, that's what you
used
do to
as
keep
a
things from coming
summon.
in.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
She's literally been in the basement doing the chant to summon Andrew Malleus for. I have it. I'm not going to say it online because I'm not pulling him into my house.
No.
So,
Right.
but she is downstairs and has done the entire necessary ritual. There's incense burning. She used Percy's blessed knife to cut her thumb to put the blood around the candle, and
Oh my God.
everything down there is she is sitting in a circle of salt. No one can get to her, and she is calling him.
And
She's
Theo can't
literally
even do
doing the
anything
equivalent
about
of ringing his phone constantly.
Theo can't even do anything about it because she can't stop stirring gravy.
Bia wouldn't even know because everything down there is
Oh,
sealed.
no,
He's got it.
absolutely
We've
not.
established it's sealed off.
No,
So
but I
no one
couldn't
knows
even
the
have her
incense is
wander
burning.
down.
Nope.
I guess this is more like a ritualistic. It would be like considered as part of like big magic aspect.
Okay.
Can you roll weird for me?
Sure. Because my weird is really high. Let me pull up my character sheet, which is in another tab. Plus weird, yeah?
Correct.
My weird is +2. 10
10.
on the nose.
Which is good, right?
It's a success.
Yeah, you would not want lower than that. Alright, let's have a look here. Alright. As you're trying to focus on this and summon him, this being was already more or less bound in some shape or form to somebody else in the mortal realm. The lights of the house flickers a little bit. your is the candle your only light source?
Yes, except for like the little bit of lights at the tips of a couple of the incense. She cut off all the lights and she's just down there chanting
Yeah.
with just the candle that she's got lined up.
Uh, one by one, all your candle, like the flame just goes up and it's no longer there until you are in absolute darkness. And you feel like almost like this like serpent crawling on your skin. You have a feeling that you have made a connection. They are here but occupied.
Andy, can I call you that?
The serpent that you feel on you like seems to be crawling and like going towards your shoulder. You're not sure exactly what he means by that.
We know that Cade ran. We don't know where. Are they okay? We want to help her.
And in front of you, like there's no light, but you're still able to somehow see like the shine of like a serpent scale, just the outline of it. You are able to essentially like see ahead, which is pretty much as big as your own head.
She doesn't move. She's not
Yeah.
going to show any outward fear. She's not afraid of him. She's done enough research. She's writing an entire paper on him.
Mhm. You don't see from that like fear or doubt or although you do feel that they're reading you a bit more, like they know who you are,
Right.
obviously. And all you hear in your mind is yes.
Can you tell me where she is? There's something big coming for you. We want to stop it. I'm not afraid of you.
I know. We'll be in touch soon. Don't worry. When things settle down, I'll bring her back.
She's safe though.
Of course.
Thank you.
Be careful with what you're doing now. My eyes are not the only eyes that you may break up on yourself.
I'll worry about that later. Right now, she's my best friend. And you're her protector.
Now go. Before somebody else start investigating.
Thank
And
you.
you almost feel like you see the head of the snake essentially like, almost like swallow your head,
Hmm.
and your lights kind of like are back on.
She's probably really dizzy.
Yeah,
Probably
that
really
would take
disoriented.
some out of you.
Yeah.
Bia opens the door to the basement and she goes,
It's
Tiffany-
bolted. She bolted it from the inside.
wow. And she's just gonna, she's a little concerned, but it's going to knock.
You do realize that you probably lost a bit more blood than you were expecting. So it's a bit messier down here.
I'll take the harm. I'll be up in a minute. Dinner almost ready?
Yeah, it's ready. I'm getting it on the table. Are you good down there? What you doing?
Don't worry about it. She just starts, she'll immediately like do what she can to clean it up. And of course we're downstairs and she's sleeping in the infirmary. She bandages her hand.
Yeah.
She cleans up, she sweeps up the salt. She does everything that she needs to do to clean everything up. She snuffs the candle, doesn't blow it out.
Yeah.
Puts it away because now it's anchored to him. And it's a big enough candle that if she needs to get back in touch with him, she now has that anchor where it's going to be easier for her to find him. She takes it, she hides it like in her bag of like magical equipment and stuff that she pulled from her house. Cleans up as best she can, gets changed, and goes upstairs to go have dinner. Like she's real slow about it because she's woozy, but she's not.
Yeah. What probably caught your attention, like something a bit weird, was while you were, pondering over like Idaho and potatoes, and as the plot of this taken like your gravy.
Is
God,
Percy home yet?
damn it. I mean,
Wow,
I'm
is there
assuming it's
any-
dinner time,
As-
so probably.
Yeah, as Percy
Is there
arriving
any
right-
way? Is
as
there any
Percy,
way
like,
to give
pulls in the
the?
driveway, it's roughly around like same time.
As soon as I hear my car pull in, I go outside to talk to
Yeah.
Percy.
I'm just gonna play loosey goosey with time for like
Yeah.
when like she knocked at the door and Percy walked in.
Gotcha. Okay.
Like while you were doing your little magic-y stuff.
Okay.
And Bia, you did notice like the light flickered like a good amount. Like this isn't it's not a new house by any means, right? No, wiring can be a bit shoddy here and there.
Mhm.
But it should not flicker that much, and that's something that Percy would have picked up as you were pulling in the driveway as well.
I think that was something that she didn't think too much of it until Tiff told her, "Don't worry about it." And then she's
I'm
like,
now worried about it.
I will not worry about it. That will be the entire thing, right?
"Yep."
Perfect.
So Tiff is coming out to meet Percy? Is that what's happening?
No, I thought you were pulling in as I was coming upstairs, but if you're already in the house, then I'm just going to grab Percy and pull him aside the second that I see that he's out of the way and I can just
Oh, okay. Talk to you later. What? What's going on?
I like drag him into like the rope room or that's a horrible term.
The
Yarn
rope
room. I'm thinking like the little red
No,
rope
he-
things.
yeah,
'cause-
but
yeah.
elsewhere,
We
that's a
don't
different
kink
String.
shame in this
Jesus
house.
Christ.
we
String
don't
room.
think shame.
The
The string room.
There we go.
I pull him into the conspiracy hall.
Yes.
What's going on?
Don't ask. You're probably going to be mad at me. Please don't yell. I just called the Andromalias to check on Cade.
Fucking. Okay, I am mad at you, but before you continue, it's very important you realize why. Fucking tell me. I have stuff for that shit.
Yeah, so
God
do
damn
I.
it. Yeah, I'm sure you do. And no offense to you, kid. Mine's better. Just fucking tell me next time. God. What'd he say?
She's safe. He has her. He knows that something's going on. He's doing what he can to protect her.
So, God, it's so hard to be angry. I was gonna call him tonight. God damn it. Okay.
Well, now you don't have to.
Yeah. Well,
What do you mean you were going to call him tonight? What the fuck, Dad?
I've talked to him before. I know.
Yeah, but you openly don't like him, and I actually trust him. I figured, you know what? It doesn't matter. She's
we
safe.
have a mutual respect. The question that I would have is if he had to remove them, then that means that he was not capable of protecting them.
Or that was the only way to protect him because of whatever those people are. Like, I don't even know.
Exactly. Either way, they are far more dangerous than we are capable of handling because he's much more dangerous than we are.
I mean, yes, but no. I mean, it depends. Situational, Dad. It's situational. Different things work differently on different planes. It would take me a month to write a paper to explain this.
Do so
Look,
at some point.
I've been researching him specifically.
Okay. As have I. Look, he's powerful. We can both agree on that, right?
Yes.
And if he had to remove Cade instead of just protecting Cade by removing the threat, that means the threat is a problem.
Yeah.
Okay.
Their threat is a problem, and I don't know that it's he can't protect her. I think it's that they're coming for him, not her, and she could get caught in the crossfire.
Which means there's a big problem, and
There's-
also he's not the only entity being hunted. Cade's friends, they came into town, right?
Yeah.
And
But they weren't her friends beforehand. She met them.
That's not the point. They were otherworldly. We killed one, but the rest are gone now, mysteriously.
Were all of them? Do we know that?
Pretty certain.
Okay.
I think something's hunting. And not hunting like we do. And I have something from them. So if I were to ask you for a ritual to open that third eye of yours to try and track down whoever...
Done. What do you need me to do?
We'll do it in a bit. We do this together. We're a team. We don't do things by ourselves.
Right, Dad. Right.
But I think I have a piece of clothing of theirs, and it might help
Pot,
track them down.
kettle.
I'm learning and growing. You could fucking do so the same. Thank you.
Are y'all gonna come up and eat while it's hot, or what are we doing?
I walked down the
demons,
hall.
Pia. Okay, we're coming. All right.
Walk down the hall of the kitchen.
Or what?
Wait, well, not demon.
Plunk down and explain everything to Bia.
Yeah.
Perfect. All right.
I tell her everything. I would tell her what I did,
God.
what he said. I tell them all of it. And then I also dump, I got into UPenn, now I have problems.
Perfect. All right. So while you are doing this and doing it like a long summary over food, Lakeisha, you are at Mimi's apartment. After food and visible sign of exhaustion, you can tell that she's about to pass out. Still pretty much fully dressed on her bed. What are you doing over here?
Out of sight from the others, Lakeisha, when she is with me, is at her most.
Your microphone cut out a little bit. I could not hear the last bit.
When Lakeisha is away from the rest of the group, and when she's spending time with Mimi, she is at her most tender. Like, there's a tenderness there that nobody else has ever seen. And so she probably goes around Mimi's place, picks up laundry, does laundry that's been piling up. Goes ahead and lets her do her thing, take a nice hot relaxing bath, draws a nice hot bath for her, and does all of the things that she knows she can physically do to put Mimi at ease, to show how much that she's missed her. Cooks her favorite dinner, And even, maybe they're not, she may or may not be sophisticated enough to drink wine like Cher does, but she'll at least make an effort to make drinks at a little sidebar that Mimi probably has in her place. Just basically pampers Mimi for the rest of the
Yeah.
evening. And as she's like probably just cuddled up with her, and allowing Mimi to start drifting off to sleep. It's one of those moments when you're with your partner and you're in that like twilight where you're just almost right there, almost asleep. Lakeisha will say, Mims, I really care for you, right?
And she doesn't like answer with words. She just nods.
Good. Don't you forget it. She kind of just hugs her tighter, and kind of traces like her T zone a little bit. I think it's like a thing that's between them. Like she'll trace her T zone to on her forehead to give her that extra push right over into full on sleep.
Yeah. It does not take her very, very long to fall asleep. Like when she got out of that lab, she was already very tired. Like she almost dozed off on the way home. The bat took more energy out of her because it wasn't much needed. Like it didn't take too much for her to fall asleep and soundly.
Once Mimi is fully asleep, she eases out of bed, tucks her in, gives her a kiss on her cheek, and then closes the door behind her to the bedroom.
Mm-hmm.
She stands for a full minute in the hallway. She's got her shoes off and her toes are kind of flexing, just kind of grinding into the nap of the rug in the hallway. And she is just, she's torn. She knows that the look of that creature that Mimi was working on just is is doesn't look right, and her damn curiosity, God, it always gets in the way. Always has this potential to mess up the best of circumstances and exacerbate the worst of circumstances. And she will, as quietly and as stealthily as she can, she will snoop around Mimi's place.
All right.
What
Uh,
Lakeisha is looking for, she doesn't even know. But she's come over here enough times to know her way around Mimi's
mhm.
place. That I'm confident. Like, maybe Mimi doesn't bring home a lot of stuff, but sometimes she brings home a little bit of work.
Yeah.
That sort of. So if there's any role that you need me to do that I can do to see if there's
Um.
any other drips of information on this project that she's been working on lately.
Yeah. Roll me sharp roll. which will be the equivalent of like investigative mystery. Obviously, we will have to like go a bit loosey goosey with the list of questions if it's successful. But
And I rolled 2 5s for a total of 10. 11, excuse me, because I
11.
have a +1 to sharp.
All right. So you may ask me like 2 general question, unless there's something specifically on that list that you feel would, work well.
I would ask, let's see. What is being concealed here would be my number one Family Feud number one question that I'd probably want to ask.
It's not very much as far as conceal and things like that. Like you've seen her like put it away, but it's just not visible like to general public. If somebody like come at house, but because you are you, um, when there's like a false bottom in one of the drawer where she keeps like some of like notebooks.
Yep.
Like work
Absolutely.
stuff.
We have, matter of fact,
Yeah.
we have agreed that if something happened to her ever, there's this false bottom under this drawer in this desk.
Yeah. But yeah, you're able to essentially find like a little. It's not a lot, right? She never keeps a lot, but it's a few notes of uh, midnight epiphany type of deal, right? That she scribbled on. Most of it is because she's mostly like in R&D, like she does a lot of like tech aspect. Little notes about how to improve certain like piece of equipment. A lot of it like as she knows things, you will see like she will mark over it because she realizes no, that makes no fucking sense. And like you find like a weird like sketch. It seems to be like how can I? What's the right word I'm looking for?
Is it one of those like anatomical diagrams
More
or?
yes and no. Like she's not known to as a great artist, like to like draw biological things, but she's able to make rough schematic of things. Um, it's it seems to be probably a bit more recent-ish. She never date anything. Uh, about just she right like oh no, Dr. H, um, asked about this today, like how to connect certain things, um, and she was trying to like figure out things work, um, and how to make it work. Could may not have worked during like a lab time, but trying to figure it at home, and it is a lot. It is a lot of nonsense unless you know exactly what you're looking for. And even when you know what you're looking for, like it's a lot of nonsense. Like unless you know exactly what this is,
Sure.
but it seems to like be like weird schematic for things. You're not exactly sure what they're for. You're not a scientist yourself.
Right. Then to provide further clarity on that discovery, my second question I would ask would be, what sort of creature is it? And if it needs to be dumbed down enough for Lakeisha to understand, is it infernal? Is it
Oh, you
a
mean what?
wild
Trying to like go
creature.
back to find back like ways of what you saw earlier that day?
Yeah, like, is
Uh,
there anything that jumps off the page that corresponds? This is a beast, like a Sasquatch type,
no.
or is this like something further? Do they have a name that
Like
they
it's
have
something
given?
that you do remember like seeing like months ago because as a group you did encounter them when you went to the museum. Essentially, like due to the like physical nature of those things, they are like one a big mystery, and they also make excellent test subject because their body is extremely adaptable. This is indeed like the double ganger type thing that you saw because they're very humanoid, like they're very, but they don't have much in terms of physicality. But the fact that they're able to easily take human shape, it's a good alternative to instead of working on human people to like try to understand like how certain things work on them at the same time.
Sure. Although now within that still gives Lakeisha pause because especially now within the company of the full picture of who she's in the company of these days, she definitely wonders how far they'd be willing to go to extend experiments like that to those who are even more humanoid than this.
Mm.
So that satisfies her curiosity for now,
Yep.
puts it back exactly how and when packaged in with that, I swear I'm not trying to pry for a third question though, but again, packaged in with that, what sort of creature is it? Have they classified it with a certain name, or it's just test subject
Eh,
XYZ?
on file, it's just like a test subject, and like internally, it's just a test subject. And like they just like they're trying to. They will give like general like lore, like okay, this is probably a Doppler according to like the description. But in like the personal note that you see like from like her drawer at home, there's no specific like mention of that specifically. It's just
Fair enough.
like the
So,
schematic seems to be like something it would be connecting to something, but
mhm.
yeah,
Okay, well, she will keep that in mind. She'll put back everything the way that exactly the way she found it. And she'll toddle around the place until she probably bombs out on the couch herself.
perfect. All right. So with that in mind, I do believe we're pretty much at time now. So putting the notes away, reflecting on what you saw and what this may mean, and what trying to calculate in your mind, like what may be link, if there's any link at all, to the bigger picture of things. Some of you are more or less reassured that your friend is apparently safe, although you are not sure exactly. Although you do have a good idea of what may be after them, and with more clues about you know who may be taking people here away, and who is that mysterious scientist that you almost encounter in the flesh, that has been doing apparently awful things on variety of people. Uh, where the threads are connected, there's still a bit of a mystery to that. But as a collective, may put some piece together, depending on how much individually you wish to share. There's going to be many things to be unraveled. But I'm sure we're going to find more next time.